I'm Eliza Fisher, and this is my senior sage. My name is Eliza Babcock Fisher. I was born on May 22nd, 2000. I am a sucker for Christmas and winter. I have pulled my car over just to pet a dog before. I am completely in love with pasta. I am terrified of those tall balloon people outside of car dealerships. My name is Eliza Babcock Fisher, and I have no idea who I am. If I have no idea who I am, why would I let someone else try to tell me? When you were little, what did you want to be when you grew up? A doctor, a lawyer, dancer, the president? When you're little, you can be anything. You're told that. You're told you can be and do anything that you set your mind to. Do you still feel that way? Are you still told that? In elementary school, we're told how to live, to read and write, the golden rule, don't run with scissors. In middle school, we're told how to act, how to study, be nice, don't bully anyone. And then we get to high school, and we're told who we are and who we're supposed to be. For most of our lives, we're told who we are, not based on our characteristics or what kind of person we are, but based on a letter that may or may not have a plus or minus next to it, which is why I'm here to tell you not to listen to them. Don't ever let anyone tell you who you are. No more letting someone define you based on a grade. No teacher, no classmate, no assessment can tell you who you are or what your future is. We are not a product of this school. We are who we choose to be. If you bomb bio, work hard and become a doctor anyway. If you do poorly in foundations of literature, become a writer or a journalist anyway. One letter is not going to stop you from being who you want to be. There's a saying in lacrosse, it doesn't matter if you drop the ball, it matters what you do after that. Do you let the other team get it, or do you run to go get that ball back? No mistake can define you. Only you can do that. You should never feel like you are not good enough in this world because of a grade, or the colleges you're applying to, or your report card. Those things do not define who you are as a person. I've learned a lot at this school. How to properly drive a field hockey ball, that the derivative of e to the x is e to the x, that if you want sushi, you have to go during 3rd or 4A, or else there's no chance of getting spicy crab. I've learned that I have my people, and my people will be there for me when I lose whippioles again, when I don't get the news that I wanted from a college, and when I just need a fun night. But most importantly, I've learned how to properly be myself. I've learned that after all the science, math, English, history, and language classes are over, you still have to be you, not just a letter. And no class can tell you who that is. No grade can tell you who that is. Go back to elementary school and remember to treat others as you wish to be treated. Go back to middle school. Don't bully anyone. Be nice. Because believe it or not, your personality and what kind of person you choose to be will get you a whole lot further than the grade you got on your sophomore year French Revolution essay ever will. School's only going to be there for a little bit longer, but what kind of person you are lasts a lifetime. Soon all of the tests, the lab reports, the essays are all going to be over. And if you're basing who you are off of your grades, how do you plan on knowing who you are when you no longer get report cards to tell you? Last year, there was a day, a moment to be more specific, that sucked. First period, I'd gotten a pre-calc quiz back that I had done pretty badly on. Then 5th period, my last class of the day, I had gotten back a bio test that I just bombed. I think I got like a 7%. I had felt so defeated and like such a failure. Naturally, I thought this was the end of the world. Forget college, forget ever finding a job. So I went into the student center and broke down on the phone with my mother. I was that kid. I was the kid crying in the student center over some bad grades. No one likes that kid. I got off the phone with my mom, embarrassed and pissed off at myself. Then, without any hesitation, Mr. Weiss came over to me and asked me what was wrong. Trying to keep myself together, I said, bio and math. Mr. Weiss continued to tell me how insignificant that day was going to be in my life, how poorly he supposedly did in math and science when he was in school. And look at him now. There I was telling a man I've known for most of my life, whom I've never actually had as a teacher, about my struggles, when I realized how silly I was being. One of the most loved and respected teachers in the Shady Side faculty was telling me that he, like many others, didn't do so well in all aspects of school. That he wasn't perfect. He took the time to remind me that no one is perfect and no one is a failure because of that. We fall asleep in class, we miss the game-winning shot, and we don't ace all tests. That's life. I thought a single quiz and a single test were going to determine my future and my success. And let me tell you, it didn't. Mr. Weiss made me realize that my future was just that, mine. No one gets to make you feel less than, make you question who you are. So don't ever be that person crying in the student center over your grades. It's just not worth it. Don't get me wrong, we are beyond blessed to get this quality of education and teachers, and no freshmen. I'm not giving you an excuse to fail physics. I'm simply saying that not getting an A+ is not the end of the world. You will go just as far in your life without that A. You have to remember that there's more that makes up a future than just a GPA and a report card. I have been denied, deferred, waitlisted, and accepted from colleges, and I wouldn't change a thing. Because guess what? Mr. Weiss was right. That quiz and test are so irrelevant to my life right now. I still have a future, and I'm still going places. So use this school. Make the best of it. Make it shape you into the person you want to be, not just the report card you want. Work hard, but remember to play just as hard. Because if there's one thing I've learned in my 17 years, it's that you are nothing if you are not happy. In English class my sophomore year, Mr. Miller asked us what the meaning of success was. Some people jokingly said getting rich, some said good grades, and some, like myself, sat there not saying anything, hoping he wouldn't notice I was half asleep during this first period class. But as I'm finishing my high school career, I know what my answer to your question is now, Mr. Miller. Being really, truly happy. That cheesy, corny, people want to punch you in the face kind of happy. If you are happy, you are successful. If an A in Math 2 makes you happy, if getting rich makes you happy, fine, awesome, go for it. It's not the moment you get a bad grade back that you're going to remember. It's the moment when you see Cronin get pied in the face. It's the moment when Grace absolutely crushes SSA Idol. It's the moment after Dino scores a touchdown. It's the moment when Henry Friedlander does anything. It's the moments when you're happiest that you're going to remember, not that bad grade you got on your stoichiometry quiz. My point to this long speech is this. This world is far too big and your life is far too short to be sweating the small stuff. Be yourself, do what makes you happy, and for the love of God, don't ever let anyone tell you who you are. That part's on you. Thank you.